Hi, I'm Vanessa and I want to share with you my story of how Dr. Miltenburg saved my life. My first encounter with breast cancer was 15 years ago when my grandmother was diagnosed. 3 years ago, my mother was also diagnosed with breast cancer. They both passed from this horrible disease. While they were both having a good diagnosis and the doctors told us that they were going to be okay, unfortunately, cancer doesn't follow the rules and they both died. 6 months after my mother passed, when I was going to my checkup, I discovered with my doctor that I had fibrosis, a very severe fibrosis on both breasts. I also had cysts and calcifications. Obviously, as you can imagine, my first reaction was to run to the doctor and check what was going on. After I consulted with 2 or 3 different doctors and I heard what they had to say about it, and nobody could give me a right answer about if that was going to be the beginning of the journey with cancer for me as well, I decided to take the decision to perform a double mastectomy, a prophylactic double mastectomy, meaning that even when I don't have cancer or I didn't have cancer, the chances to get the disease were very, very high. And even if they were not super high for many of the doctors that I consult, they were high enough for me to take my mental peace, to keep me concerned all the time. So as you can imagine, after 2 times when doctors said that everything was going to be okay, I decided that I wasn't going to be the 3rd one. I wasn't going to be just one more number. So I started to look for a doctor that wanted to do it. This was itself another hard journey. Many doctors that I looked for said that I was very young, that I shouldn't be afraid, that perhaps I shouldn't wait for a little bit of time, but waiting for me was not an option. So thankfully, I found Dr. Miltenburg. One of my friends, she gave me her number. She did it exactly the same procedure that I had a year before I did, and she said that her life dramatically changed after she had the procedure. So since she told me that story, I knew that the Dr. Miltenburg was going to be the answer for me as well. I made an appointment, I met with her, and when I was waiting during the first appointment, I met several patients and they all told me how wonderful was Dr. Miltenburg and how much they appreciate all her hard work. So even when I didn't know her in person, and when that was my very first appointment with her, I knew that she was the person that was going to change my life. It's going to be a year. I had my surgery on December 14, 2018, and I can tell you that my life has changed completely. I'm not just sure that breast cancer is not going to be part of my life. I also know that she gave me the peace of mind that nobody was going to give me. Dr. Miltenburg fought for me, for my health, for my family. In many ways, she's also honoring the memory of my mother, the memory of my grandmother, and many other women that unfortunately didn't have a Miltenburg, a Dr. Miltenburg by their side. So I hope with this video that if you are in that situation thinking that perhaps it's time for you to take the determination to perform a prophylactic mastectomy as I did, do it. You will not be sorry at all. In fact, I can tell you that now my life has a different vision than before. As you can see, I feel very well. I feel happy, I feel safe. So please give yourself the wonderful gift of life. And if you know somebody that could benefit from this video, please share it with her or him, because breast cancer is not just a disease for women. And please make sure that if you want to give a good gift to someone, give them the advice to go to a doctor like my doctor that can save your life. Thank you.